We all have secrets. What is yours? Silent Secrets Audio. Confess in the comments.
One confession changed the way I lock my front door forever. I never believed people could disappear without anyone noticing. Not in a quiet neighborhood where everyone waved from their driveways, where kids rode bicycles until sunset, and where porch lights came on at exactly the same time every evening. Then, I agreed to house sit for my older cousin while he spent 2 weeks in Alberta. His house sat at the end of a narrow cul-de-sac surrounded by towering pine trees. It wasn't old, but it always smelled faintly of cedar and cold concrete, even during the summer. He gave me one strange instruction before leaving. "If someone knocks after midnight," he said, smiling in a way that wasn't really a smile, "don't answer." I laughed. He didn't. The first 4 nights were perfectly normal. I worked remotely during the day, watched movies at night, and slept with the windows open to hear the wind moving through the trees. On the 5th night, someone knocked. 3 slow taps. Not loud, not urgent, just patient. It was exactly 12:17 a.m. I froze in bed. Another 3 knocks echoed through the hallway. The security camera notification appeared on my phone. Motion detected, front door. I opened the live feed. No one was there. The porch was empty. The light illuminated nothing except drifting moths. I told myself the camera had been triggered by an animal. Then 3 more knocks came. This time, they sounded closer, as if they were coming from the other side of the wood instead of outside. Every instinct told me to stay in my room. Eventually, the silence returned. Morning made everything feel ridiculous. I checked outside. No footprints, no packages, nothing. That afternoon, I mentioned it to my cousin. He replied almost instantly. "Did you open the door?" "No." "Good." That was all he said. No explanation, no joke, nothing. The following night, I unplugged the doorbell camera, convinced it had some electrical problem. At 12:17 a.m., the knocking returned. 3 taps, a pause, 3 taps again. Without the camera working, curiosity got the better of me. I crept downstairs and looked through the peephole. The porch was empty. Not a single person, not even movement in the trees. Yet, while I was still looking, 3 knocks sounded directly in front of my face. The door didn't shake. The glass didn't vibrate. But the sound came from inches away. I stumbled backwards so hard I fell onto the hallway floor. The knocking stopped immediately. The next morning, I searched every inch of the entrance. There was nothing unusual until I noticed tiny scratches near the bottom of the door. They weren't random. Someone had carved the same sentence over and over until the paint almost hid it. "Invite me in." The words were so shallow, I could only read them when sunlight hit from the side. I called my cousin. This time he answered. I hoped they'd painted over those. "What does this mean?" He was quiet for several seconds. "The family who owned the house before me disappeared." I laughed nervously. He didn't. "The police thought they left voluntarily. But the neighbor across the street told me every family before them heard knocking after midnight. And they said whoever opened the door moved away within weeks. Moved away. They packed everything. Left without telling anyone. No forwarding address. Phones disconnected. I wanted to dismiss it as neighborhood folklore until that evening. An elderly woman knocked on the back patio door before sunset. She introduced herself as the neighbor from 2 houses over. She handed me a small envelope. "You'll need this if you're staying." Inside was a folded photograph. It showed the house 20 years earlier. Standing on the front porch were 6 different families. Every one of them had lived there at different times. Every one of them had vanished. Across the bottom, someone had written one sentence: "It doesn't take your body first." I barely slept. At exactly 12:17 a.m., the knocking returned. 3 taps. I stayed upstairs. Then my phone rang. Caller ID showed my cousin. I answered immediately. His voice sounded rushed. "Don't go downstairs." Relief washed over me. Then another phone began ringing, downstairs, on the kitchen counter. I slowly stepped onto the landing. The kitchen phone displayed my cousin's name. At the same moment, the voice on my cell phone whispered something that made my blood run cold. I'm outside. Every light in the house went out. The ringing stopped. Then someone spoke through the front door. Not loudly, not threateningly, just calmly. "You already answered." I don't remember leaving. I grabbed my keys, climbed out through the upstairs window onto the garage roof, and ran across 3 backyards until I reached the street. The police searched the house before dawn. They found no intruder, no forced entry, no fingerprints, nothing except the unplugged doorbell camera. When they reviewed its internal storage, they found one recording. At 12:17 a.m., the porch was empty, but the reflection in the front window wasn't. A man stood inside the hallway, facing the door, watching me look through the peephole. The problem was, I hadn't gone downstairs yet. My cousin sold the house less than a month later. The new owners renovated everything. Fresh paint, new doors, new cameras. A year passed before I drove through the neighborhood again. The house was for sale, empty. Neighbors said the family had moved suddenly. No explanation, no goodbye. Sometimes, just after midnight, I still wake up because I think I hear 3 slow knocks somewhere in my apartment. I've never checked, because I still remember what was carved into that old front door. "Don't invite me in."